From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. Silver is trading at $17.13 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,353 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $33, and the average price of Bitcoin is $8,096. AntiWar.com reports a group of senators are proposing a new authorization for the use of military force to replace the existing one. This would clarify that force is authorized against the various militant groups, including the Islamic State, Al-Qaeda, and the Taliban, but would not authorize any attacks on any nations, including Syria. This is seen as an effort to make it more clear what Congress intends to authorize, as the 2001 AUMF has been used by all subsequent presidents as a virtual catch-all for launching new wars without a congressional debate. The new authorization for use of military force is backed by senators from both parties, including Senators Bob Corker and Tim Kaine. The new AUMF does not try to set an end date for war, but would seek a congressional review every 4 years. This, too, is something novel, as the past AUMFs have been treated as essentially permanent war against various factions. Previous suggestions of a revised AUMF have tended to be opposed by presidents who see them as necessarily limiting their power. The Trump administration has long expressed opposition to an authorization for use of military force with any limits. The Obama administration felt much the same, initially bragging their proposed AUMF was even vaguer than the first one. When Congress tried to revise this, the administration quickly turned on the proposal as a threat to national security. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. That's shop.fppradio.com. UPI reports Sun Country Airlines canceled its last flights out of Mexico due to weather and told U.S. passengers with a return ticket they'd have to find another way home. The Minneapolis Star-Tribune reported the airline said the canceled flights were the last of the season and added it did not have another flight to reaccommodate passengers. Sun Country offered passengers a refund for their return portion of the flight, but said they would be responsible for finding a return ticket through another airline. Kelly Dodson-Smith, the airline's vice president of marketing, told the Star-Tribune the company could not send another plane because doing so would cause more scheduling problems. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports a U.S. law requiring the deportation of immigrants convicted of certain crimes of violence is unconstitutionally vague, according to the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on Tuesday, in a decision that could hinder the Trump administration's ability to step up the removal of immigrants with criminal records. The court, in a 5-4 ruling in which President Donald Trump's conservative appointee, Neil Gorsuch, joined the 4 liberal justices, invalidated the provision in the Immigration and Nationality Act and sided with convicted California burglar James Garcia de Maya, a legal immigrant from the Philippines. The ruling, written by Justice Elena Kagan, was decried by the administration, which has defended the provision. Federal authorities had ordered de Maya deported after he was convicted in 2 California home burglaries in 2007 and 2009. Neither burglary involved violence. Kagan said ambiguity surrounding the crimes of violence provision created confusion in lower courts. Kagan wrote, "Does car burglary qualify as a violent felony? Some courts say yes, some say no." Kagan mentioned other examples, including evading arrest and trespassing, in which courts have also been divided. The court's ruling will not affect a number of serious crimes, including murder, rape, counterfeiting, or terrorism offenses, which are specifically listed in the law as grounds for deportation. That could limit its impact, though the government does not provide data on which crimes trigger the most deportations. Immigration attorneys are uncertain how many pending deportations will be affected by the ruling. Gorsuch, in a concurring opinion, wrote that the American colonies in the 18th century cited vague English laws like the crime of treason as among the reasons for the American Revolution. It was not entirely surprising that Gorsuch would break with the 4 other conservatives on the court and vote to strike down the provision. Gorsuch interpreted the immigration provisions based on the original understanding of the Constitution, a view held by many conservative jurists. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.